When interest rate drops, what goes through our head as a homeowner? Oh my goodness, is it a good time to refinance our loan? And exactly how does that work? Oh, and then I need to consider the pros and cons. Let's take a look at the pros and cons of refinancing your mortgage to help you make the right decision that's best for you. My name is Andrew Finney, and my passion is to help you make sense of real estate. If you need help finding a top agent near you, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. All right, my friend, to help you gain clarity and insight into if refinancing your home is best for you or not, then let's go ahead and review the pros and cons. Please keep in mind that I'm a trusted real estate advisor and not a loan officer. If you have any questions about your refinance home loan options, please reach out to a loan officer in your area to review your individual situation with them and come into a well-informed decision that's right for you. All right, so let's take a look at those pros and cons. Let's go ahead and pop up all the different pros that you might expect from refinancing your mortgage. Number one is if you refinance with a lower interest rate, you could pay less interest every month and over the lifetime of your loan. The second pro is if you have mortgage insurance and you refinance into a loan that doesn't have it, you could be saving money every month over the lifetime of your loan. The third is shortening your loan's term might save money by paying off your loan sooner. The fourth pro is that if you lengthen your loan's term, you might be lowering your monthly mortgage payment, which might make it more affordable for you. The fifth pro is in cases where you refinance from an adjustable rate or hybrid rate into a fixed rate, you won't have to worry about having a higher rate or a higher payment in the future. The sixth pro is that if you have enough equity in your home, you might be able to get cash back when you refinance. You can use that cash to make repairs, improvements to your home, or any other things that you have as need and wants. I would urge you here, if you're cashing out the equity in your house, use it responsibly and use it wisely. The seventh pro is that you might be able to refinance with no out-of-pocket costs by adding your cost to your loan amount or letting your lender pay your closing costs and give you a slightly higher rate. Choice is yours. Again, please review those options with your loan officer. So now let's look at the opposite side. Every coin has two sides. Let's take a look at the cons you should consider of refinancing your mortgage. The first one is that if you refinance with a higher rate, you might pay more interest every month and over the lifetime of your loan. The second con is that if you refinance to a shorter term, your rate might be lower, but your payment could be higher. The third con is refinancing into a longer term may lower your payment, but you might pay more interest over the lifetime of your loan. The fourth con is that you'll have to pay closing costs, which could be thousands of dollars out of pocket or tacked onto the backside of your home loan. The fifth thing is if you plan to sell your home within the next few years, you may not recover the closing costs that you spent to refinance your loan. The sixth con is you'll need to spend time researching lenders, choosing a loan, and gathering your financials and signing your closing documents to ensure you're making the best and right decision for you. So at this point, you might be wondering, what are some of the benefits of refinancing your mortgage? Let's take a look at them and see how much they really mean to you. Refinancing your mortgage could provide different benefits, including getting a lower rate, lowering your monthly payment, getting rid of your mortgage insurance, reducing your total interest expense over the lifetime of your loan, which can also create an opportunity to pay off your loan sooner. If you've had an adjustable rate, then transferring into a fixed rate mortgage would also give you the peace of mind and clarity of knowing that your rate's not going to go up. And even on the flip side of that, what happens if you choose to refinance into a higher rate? How's that going to impact you? And why in the world would you want a higher interest rate? There are certain situations when refinancing into a higher interest rate could make sense. Consider if you're trying to consolidate your debts from different credit cards, car loans, or maybe you did some home renovation projects on credit. And now you're thinking to yourself, these are some really high interest rates, but if only I could tap into my home's equity, do a refinance, I could do a debt consolidation and roll it into my home loan and use that equity from my home loan that I'm taking to pay off all of those debts. That is certainly one way that increasing the rate could be beneficial to you. Just take a look at the rates of all the different debts that you have. If you have a credit card that's at like 22% and maybe your home mortgage rate is going to be then at 4% or 5% or 6% or whatever the case may be, then is it worth it for you at the end of the day? Well, one way to get clear on that is how long is it going to take you to pay off that credit card? How long is it going to take you to pay off your vehicle? How long is it going to take you to pay off any student loans that you may have? Considering this up front and considering what the monthly payment is overall could give you immediate immediate cash flow up front, and the trade-off being that you have a higher interest rate on your house. To play this out and see if it's right for you, please consult a local loan officer near you. Now, you might be getting down with this idea saying, okay, I can see a lot of the pros and cons and trade-offs here, and you may be starting to form the decision-making process of whether it's right for you or not. And if you are thinking about pursuing it, you may be wondering, how much is this really going to cost me to refinance my home loan? Well, let's take a look at some of the common fees associated with it, and I would like to remind you to get a full breakdown of fees near you to reach out to a local loan officer to review the fees associated with your home loan refinance. On an estimated basis, you could expect to pay an originator fee between $500 to $1,000, an origination fee between 0% to 1.5% of the loan principal, origination points between 0% to 3% of the loan principal, a commitment fee of $200 to $400, a documentation preparation fee of $50 to $200, a lender fee of $650 to $850, processing fees of $500 to $1,200, and an underwriting fee of $300 to $400. With this in mind, it'll help you be better prepared for that conversation with a loan officer of your choosing when you're reviewing your home loan refinance options with them. And you might want to ask them, because some of those charges said 0%. Ask them what their charges are. As with anything else in life, there are other things that should be factored into your decision-making process, including the type of mortgage that you currently have and the kind that you would be choosing, how long you've had your mortgage, how long you plan to keep your home, whether you've improved your credit over time and could qualify for a better rate, the goals you hope to achieve by refinancing, and how much it will cost you to refinance at the end of the day. Based upon the answers to those questions, they'll help guide you in deciding whether the pros outweigh the cons, or if the cons are just too much to handle and outweigh the pros when choosing to refinance your home loan. At the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves this question: is refinancing my mortgage worth it? Ultimately, the only person that can make that decision is you. It depends on the reasons of why you want to refinance, what your goals are, and what you hope to achieve in the process of refinancing your home. All I ask you to do as a trusted real estate advisor is to keep your eyes open and make a well-informed decision that's right for you. Whatever you decide here, just remember, ultimately you have to live with the decision and the outcome, good, bad, or indifferent. All right, my friend, if refinancing your home sounds like a great idea to you, then let's dive into a beginner's guide to refinancing your mortgage. And if you're still on the fence a little bit, trying to decide if this is a good idea, let's talk about the cases when it is a good idea to refinance your mortgage. Looking forward to our next conversation. We'll see you in a few.